Welcome to the Crimson Circle. Good vibes since 1999. And I'm glad everybody's here today. And we're here live from the Crimson Circle Connection Center. We have a full house today.
We do.
Full of what? I don't know, but we're going to find out later. But it is.
Full of what?
Well, I know, a full house. I mean, energetically, it is so full in here. Can you feel it? I mean, it's like you guys who are here live. I mean, everybody's live,
Yeah,
including
thank you.
everybody watching.
Is anybody dead? Would you please stand up?
Yeah, or leave.
Yeah, or leave.
Yeah, but there's so much excitement.
There was.
Yeah, it really gave me pause to stop for a moment and be so thankful for the studio and the Masters Club. I think we just opened the club last year about this time. And it's so nice. It's a beautiful day out. People are outside talking, inside talking, and coffee being made, and everybody now
I
with
think
the
you're
jitters.
excited because you like the studio, and we took a
studio.
month off to do that wonderful Munich
Yeah,
event.
did you miss us?
Did you?
That was
You sure?
Everybody listening in online, could you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
of missed
yeah,
ya.
well, we missed
Kinda.
Adamus, but.
But wait, there's a phenomenal number here. There's actually a lot of people here that were in Munich. These world travelers are beyond words. How many of you were in Munich, the live audience here? Look at this. Quite a few. There's a couple chickens
raise
that
your
aren't
hand
raising
real
their hand.
high.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah,
wow.
quite a few actually.
That's great. Oh, those lights, huh? I just turn those down. It's like, hey, we're going to have those up a lot today. Adamus is in the house. Yeah, he's on the prowl. What?
I don't want to over distract, but I do. And
Sure.
I want to mention that this is red, white, and blue because this is the Independence Day weekend in the
Right.
United States. And I can honestly say, more than ever in my life, I adore that holiday. A celebration of independence. Is that not what we all as Shambra strive for? That true independence, that true being.
Stop. You're taking away Adamus' speech.
Too bad, so sad. Worse has happened.
Hey, you got here first, right?
Yeah, hello. So I have no problem dressing up for the Independence Day because it is something we should all be striving for. We should all know that this independence of our body, mind, and soul, we are sovereign.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
yeah.
serious. I'm going to cry.
Wonderful. Wow.
Don't you make fun of me.
Yeah, and I just wore blue today. I skipped the red and the white. I just have blue, but, I'm patriotic. In here is red.
You're not a big dresser-upper guy.
No. But we'll do another dress up. How about for Halloween? We'll have fun with that again with dressing up. I like doing it for Halloween. Pardon? Canada Day today?
Who cares?
What are they trying to copy us? Right? And to everybody in Canada, happy A-Day. Anyway, we have a full house here today, which tends to happen in the summer.
That was rude. Happy Canada Day.
That was rude.
No,
Yeah.
I just acknowledged it. I said Happy Canada
No, you
Day.
can't take it
I don't know
back.
what that means.
No, you can't take it back. And all the Canadians who I love,
What are they
all
happy
the Canadians
about?
are like, Linda's like, what did they do?
She said, what are they happy about?
Oh, being
Yeah,
in
but-
Canada. That's what they're happy about. They just started it this year. We're so happy.
I figured it probably started during the Vietnam
It's the
War when all
first
the
time, yeah.
Americans were running over the border. Yeah.
Anyway, we have a full house. So full, actually, we have an overflow in the Masters
do?
Club. Can we get a shot of the people who didn't pay enough?
Oh, that's quite a crowd. Whoa.
Actually, they didn't pay anything at all. They're here kind of illegally. We just, we'll throw them out at the break.
Well,
We see you. We
never
see you.
take it for granted.
Yeah,
There were
yeah, we know
several
who you are.
locals in that group that
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
known better.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
snooze, you lose.
We have a lot of people here from out of town today. Linda,
We
you have
do.
the names? Sure.
I'm going to do my best with this.
Sure.
From Australia, Dean. Where are you, sir? There you
Dean.
are
Good to
again.
see you
Thank
again.
Good to see you. We saw
Dean-
you at Keehawk.
Dean was here for Keok, and you stayed over just to
Lovely.
be here for today. Yeah, another week. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Send it. Yeah. Thank you. Glad to see you, Dean.
And Leisha from Brazil, where are you? Hi, good to see you
Hi,
again.
good to see you.
Always wonderful.
Wow. And did you know the tree comes from Brazil? Yeah, from Iguaçu Falls, Foz do Iguaçu.
That was because we got great help, assistance, and support from Conrado and his mother.
Yeah, yeah.
Conrado
hi,
is here from
Conrado.
Brazil.
Conrado, good to see you.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for helping with the tree. Conrado went and negotiated and did all the kind of behind-the-scenes work.
Was it you
and
or your mom?
Got it shipped up here.
You like team play?
Teamwork, yeah.
Who was the bad guy? Who was the good guy? Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I could have guessed that. We
Good
love
to see
her.
you, Conrado.
Okay. Then Natalie from Canada. Where are you? There you
Yeah,
are.
She
Good
was
to
about
see
to
you
leave,
again.
Linda, because of the Canadian Day.
Oh, yeah, it's Canadian Day. Happy
Happy
Canadian
Canadian Day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we have Lars from Switzerland with
Hi,
Miriam.
Lars. Good to see you.
Wonderful
Lars
you
and
could
Miriam,
be
good
here.
to see you. This is your first time here at the studio, right? Isn't it impressive? Vibrating, it is.
Ah.
Yeah, bring the man another coffee.
Are you
We're
here
really
for the
gonna
channeling
grow.
workshop?
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
Good,
Wow,
glad you
you'll
could
be
join us.
floating after the channeling workshop.
And then special, we'd like to introduce Cesa Cortes from Colombia. She's
Cesa.
our new events manager.
So,
Yeah. Thank you, Cesa.
welcome to the Crimson Circle staff. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
Okay, then from Finland, we have Eero.
Good to see you.
Whoa.
Good to see you again.
He's coming to channeling workshop too. Okay, and then Kim, also from Finland.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Finland or Malta? You just moved, okay. You back in Finland?
No.
You don't know. That's such a Shambra thing. And it's, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Welcome. Thank you
David
for
from
being here.
France. Yes, David.
Hi, David. Good to see you again.
He's the French connection.
Yeah.
And then we have, I'm going to say this wrong, but I'm going to do my best. Leticia from Great Britain, London.
Hi. Good to
Thank
see
you.
you again.
And then Doc from Hungary. Where are you, sir?
Right here. Right
Oh,
there. It's,
I'm sorry. Well, you know, that's funny. I didn't recognize it, but I should have. Thank you. Nice that you could be here.
Yeah. Glad you're here.
Yeah.
Aggie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else?
I'm going. It's a hell of a lot
That's
of
a lot of
guests.
names.
That
I
was
just
only half
gotta-
the list.
I want to go get coffee. Jeez.
Yeesh. Horace from Norway. Yes.
Good to see you.
Also here for channeling
be-
workshop.
Originally from Romania. Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Norway, Transylvania. Yeah, good.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to be special.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Damien from Poland. Damien.
Hi, Damien.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
And
these
then
are, these are a
Duska.
lot of single and available men here.
They all seem to be kind of closer to women than you obviously are aware. You don't read energy very well.
I don't read Facebook.
You don't read energy very well.
No.
I only saw one or two that I looked like maybe.
Oh, really? Who?
Uh,
No, I don't point. I'm kidding.
David from France may be available. Is that possible, David?
Yeah.
Hey, I can
Oui,
read
oui,
energy.
bonjour, bonjour.
I can read energy. I
comment
get
allez-vous?
it. Come on, give me a break. Okay, and then from Slovenia, we have Duska.
Good to see you
Duska.
again.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Okay, and then from, these are now all, we're going to now, this is just the U.S.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just the U.S.
You know, that was such a big, we should have flipped it. Okay, Pamela Williams from Arizona. Where are you, Pamela?
Right in the front
Good to
row.
see you again.
Good to see you. Good to see you again.
And then there are two from Colin and Karen from Arkansas. Have they checked in yet? No.
No.
Okay. And then Stefan Wygant, Mr.
San
International.
Diego,
Yeah.
Germany, and kind of all over. Good
And
to see you.
Terry from Florida. Where are you, Terry?
Terry Newbegin.
Good to see you again.
Terry.
It's been a while.
Good to see you. I
And
thought you were in Tennessee. Where? Tennessee? No. Florida?
No, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay.
I said
Gotcha.
Florida.
Okay. Linda said it right.
And then from Florida, but I think originally Bahamia, Kathy Archer. Where are you, Kathy?
She's in the other room. You got
Oh,
a
in the
shot?
other room. She's in the
Yeah,
other room.
there she is.
There we go.
Hang on, we're going to get her up on the screen. Just a minute. There you go. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Kathy. I feel so bad for them sitting over there. I don't really.
Worse has happened. Half of them are locals that just didn't realize that you got to sign
You
up.
got to
You
sign
can't
up
just
in
wait.
advance. This is a
I know.
big deal, you know.
Makala from Florida, I don't think you checked in yet. No, okay. Dear friend of ours.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Hi, how are
Hello.
you? Go ahead and stand up so we can see your beautiful face. How are you?
Oh, sweet.
Good to see you.
You look single. You're really young.
Bonjour, David.
Okay, just okay. What? You're gorgeous. Why not? Tell everybody. Yeah, see, I'm doing it for you so you don't have to. Okay, so a dear friend of ours back from North Carolina, Ricky Martinez. She was a local for so
Hi,
many
Ricky.
years.
Good to see you back.
Welcome back, Ricky.
You just can't stay away. I told Ricky earlier, you try moving away, we got people, they're going to bring you back here. They're going to get you back. Right, Tad?
Yes.
Yes, they're going to bring you back.
Okay, from South Carolina, we have Megan. Where are you? Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Yes, welcome.
How are you doing?
Oh, and from, one of my favorite states. From Texas, we have Gary Feldman and Cheryl. Man, you can wear cowboy boots and cowboy hats every
guys.
day of the week. I'm so jealous. Welcome back. And last but not least, there can't be two less. Okay. Stephanie from Washington. Where are you, Stephanie?
Hi,
Welcome.
Stephanie. Good to see you.
Okay, we're good.
But we don't have any time for slides now because
Oh.
that took so long.
It's a lot
time
of
for a
guests.
break
It's pretty
and come
cool.
back.
It's pretty cool.
But we are going to get into the slide. Is that
Well-
it? Did we get everybody? Anybody in the cheap seats back there that didn't get mentioned? Forget it. We don't
Too
have
bad,
time.
so sad.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, and I want to point out
Oh, sure.
this little piece right here was a gift from the Norwegians. You know, their favorite character is the troll. And so they had a specially made piece
shot
for
of it.
us. This is Jeffrey, this is Linda, and this is Adamus. Is that
Can we get that on the
cute?
screens over here?
You gotta see
I want
it.
to make sure everybody sitting here
It's
can
cute,
see that.
huh?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, Linda, and Adamus.
That was a gift from the Norwegians when we were there doing Simple Master. I thought that was so cute. And doesn't Adamus look like Adamus? Like, and he just kind of like real mischievous, you know.
Yeah.
He is Harry.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Linda and I look so happy and content. Yeah, they're true to life. I know. Kind of. That's what I
I just
thought.
was disappointed
Yeah.
that trolls don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay.
okay.
Now we're ready. Okay,
The
thank you.
real show.
Thank you. The poor team back at the production desk, they never know what's going to happen. Every time, before a shout, we sit down for a little production meeting, go through stuff, and they're always like, what is Adamus going to do? And it's like, he's going to antagonize, he's going to be provocative, obnoxious, all the rest of that, but I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he's going to walk around, he's going to, I don't know. So they're always so alert and ready for whatever happens to come.
Well, my answer to actually Michael was asking me in Munich, and he said, "So what do you think is going to happen? What's this going to look like?" It's like, I have no idea. All I know is I have to be prepared for whatever Adamus does.
And if we knew what was going to happen, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
So,
true enough.
We'd
True
be
enough.
someplace else.
So we appreciate the good sportsmanship of our
Yes,
of
the
our crew. They
production
do an
team, yeah.
awesome job anticipating.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's the cue for you to get a shot of yourself. There you go.
There you go.
And it's going out on the internet,
Yeah,
but
there
you
you
guys don't
go.
see it. If you're here, you got to turn around and look at them.
Okay.
Okay, ready. So, last month we were in Munich. What a deal. What a deal. I mean, I'm still high from it, and it was so amazing. That many Shambra from, I think, 24, 28 countries.
Yeah, it was over the top.
And we did the kind of thing where the shout was the first day, and then the second day was a day with Adamus, which turned into be the sensuality clinic, which we'll show you some footage of that. But right now, let's go to the shout, because I do not remember. That seems
You
like
don't remember?
I do
What's your
not
channel?
remember.
Okay.
But I remember how beautiful it was in that meeting room with all those people.
It was so sweet and such high, warm, wonderful energy.
So let's take a look at Shroud 10. How many of you got up really early and watched it live?
Did
Three,
you really?
Three people, I think.
That's cute.
You know, in Awakening, there's no real date that's set. Not even a particular lifetime that's designated for most as their awakening. It kind of happens. And there's really not a date set. When you first come through awakening, you're now on your way to mastery. You've gone through the fun part of awakening now. You're on the part where everything is being taken away. And then you come to the point where there's almost nothing left. And you finally remember those words that I've been saying, stop trying. There's no effort in enlightenment. It's allowing. There's no effort. And when that happens, my friends, when you stop trying, then the date is set. From that moment up until the time of your embodied realization, just enjoy. You're in the midst of a dream right now. We're truly in the midst of a dream. It's the Atlantean dream. There's part of you right now that is in the temples of Tien. Part of you right now that is dreaming of a time when you would come to Earth, a time in the far, far future, but where you would come to Earth when everything was ready to receive you. Dreaming in the Atlantean times where you would finally be inviting, bringing, and holding your divinity into your body and staying, at least for a while. You made it. You're here. You made it. Through your perseverance, yes. Through your determination, absolutely. But through following your knowingness, following your heart. Even in some of the most difficult times when you did want to give up on all of this, you felt back to that dream, the Atlantean dream. And that's why we're here. I was sitting down one day to simply write my memoirs, notes that I would leave behind, and suddenly I felt as though I was in a portal, opening up into a huge story, a very, very beautiful story, your story, about the Atlantean dream. I wrote in this book that there would come a point on this planet, there would come a point for humanity where there was something called virtual reality, where these funny little machines that humans carried with them all the time were so compelling and seductive that their heads would be stuck in it all the time, even when they walked, when they were driving cars, when they were eating dinner with other people, when they were having sex, and their heads in these machines all the time, no matter what they were doing, brushing their teeth, combing their hair. It was the time of the machines all over the planet. And it was causing people everywhere to lose touch with themselves. These machines got so intelligent that they actually surpassed what a human could do. And they kept on and on and on, seeking more, because that's what artificial intelligence does. These machines had gotten so dominant, taking over nearly everything on the planet, there was one thing left, just one thing that the machines couldn't replicate, didn't have, and they wanted it. This thing was consciousness, because consciousness is pure and from spirit, cannot be made by any machine, cannot be taken by a machine, cannot be given to a machine. So in this story, with these consciousness pioneers on the planet who are bringing in this thing called consciousness, in the story, the machines are trying so desperately to get this last remaining thing that it doesn't have on this planet. It's trying to get consciousness, that in its intelligence, it ends up destroying itself. There's still the need for consciousness on the planet right now. That's why you're here. That's why you chose now. That's why you're doing exactly what you're doing. Namaste! It is I, Katumi, here for my annual visit with Shambhala. Now, I would like to tell a little bit about my life after realization, as I've done many times before. But I'd like to tell it from a little bit different perspective. Because there is this question that comes up from so many of you. What happens? What happens after my realization? So I started my journey to myself, journey simply to go visit the planet. I started the walking, and I started visiting, and I started talking to everything. So as I was walking one day, I stopped beneath a large, beautiful tree, and I said, "Hello, tree, how are you today?" And the tree replied, you know. It replied, and it said, "I am a tree. I'm doing fine. And how are you?" And I said, "I am a master. I am doing fine." And the tree said to me, "What makes you so different, human?" And I said, "I simply went out of my mind. I'm crazy, and I love it." Was I in this fool's paradise that Adamus talks about? No, my friends. I was free. I was free. One day, I ran across a bird, a beautiful bird. A beautiful bird. And I said, "Hello, bird, how are you today?" And the bird responded, "I'm fine, and how are you, dear human?" And I said, "I'm fine, I'm free." The bird said, but you don't have wings like I do. So how can you be free?" And I said, "Dear bird, if you look a little closer, indeed you'll see the wings. They're not physical like yours, but I have wings. And the wings are all of my dreams, all of my desires, and these wings that I have, they set me free. They allow me to go beyond even the limitations of a physical body. These wings of an angel that I have allow me to go into the and." I continued walking and visiting until one day I came to a village, a small village. And I said, "Hello, village people, how are you doing today? Hello, village people." And I was almost shocked at what came next.
He's gone.
Nuts, bunkers, wacko, and so crazy.
Staring at the wall.
But not because he's lazy. His mind is just a mess.
But his senses are ignited.
His aspects are rebelling.
But his soul is so delighted.
And that's what I heard from the village people, my friends, and that's what I heard. Such an honor to be here with you once again. Just a reminder that there's never, never, ever a boring day for an embodied master. Everything will talk, everything will have sounds, everything will communicate, whether it's in words, whether it's simply in feelings. Everything opens up and becomes so very, very sensual. But remember, you'll have the encounters with the village people, the ones who don't understand, the ones who think you're crazy, the ones who try to put you down and ridicule. But that's when you take a deep breath and simply allow, simply sense, and simply feel. So let's take a good deep breath together as we complete this day. Let's take a good deep breath together with the music of Johann.
Ready.
So, all right.
So when Katsumi said, he started talking about the village people, weren't you waiting for macho, macho man, right?
I don't know what I was waiting for. Anyway, what a great time. We're going to go into the second day in a moment, but we loved it so much that we decided that we're going to go back next year in September for another shout. We'll let everybody know the date and time, but right now I guess it's time to get into recent events, which we're already in. So let's take a look at, once again, the Masters Gathering in Munich.
We're carrying on so much because the celebration and the passion, there was nothing like that to see people connecting like that on such
Really
a big
was.
scale.
Yeah. So for the Masters of Munich, just a couple of shots here of all the wonderful people. There were almost 300 people. I think I said
Oh, yeah,
from
it was sold
24
out. I mean,
different countries. It was really,
150
truly
on the wait
amazing.
list. It was incredible.
Yeah. If we could get that up on the screen. Okay, great. Here we go. All right, just shots of Chambra. The entire room was just packed. Great help with the registration. And
Wonderful.
setup that was a day-long setup. Saw a lot of people we haven't seen in quite a while.
From all over.
Yeah. Everybody came dressed as themselves, of course. Adamus roamed around doing the questions, audience questions and answers, which is hard to do in a big room like that.
It takes a little work.
Linda was running back and forth.
I had fun.
And of course, it wouldn't be a
Drinking
Chambra
Chambra?
gathering without the drinking. And the photos really don't show it, but I mean, the room was huge. I mean, for those
Yeah, yeah.
couple of you who were there, it just doesn't look that way in the pictures, but it was just huge. You walk out on stage and it's a sea of people. And the room is kind of in the round, so it,
Yeah, semicircle.
Yeah, which
more
was
than a
actually
semicircle.
nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But-
So you really are sitting in amongst
yeah.
a big crowd, but it was nice because the room was never that deep anywhere.
So the second day, we did, originally called it the Day with Adamus, because we don't know too much of what's going on. We had a little bit of a heads up from him that he was going to talk about sensuality. So to make a long story short, we brought in a band from the south of France that we had heard a couple of times, and they didn't speak English, and they always just play in this restaurant and bar in Saint-Marie-de-la-Mar in the Camargue area in south of France. And so it was like a really huge
El
risk.
Campo. They play at the El Campo.
But
Yeah.
Linda just loves the sensuality. So we brought him up, and it's like, oh my gosh, I wrote about it in my article in the Chambra magazine, the dread, 2 a.m. dread.
the coolest thing we
What
ever did.
are we
So
doing,
cool.
bringing in a group doesn't even speak English? But anyway, Adamus started the day. He was up there talking away, and then it came time for the band. Their name is Soy. and
I
soy
am,
in
get
Spanish
it? So
means
I am, is that cool or what?
Yeah, by
That's always
coincidence.
been their name. It caught our attention right away.
Yeah, yeah.
That what a funny coincidence.
Yeah. So Adamus talks, and then he started bringing him up, and well, we've got some video footage, I believe. This is now actually a Cloud Class product. We just have a little snippets to show you what it's like, but what a day. What a truly memorable
Incredible.
day.
and really, really, can't do this.
When you open to sensuality, when you open your senses, everything opens, everything changes, and you're not going to be in that dilemma anymore. Do I stay here in the physical body, or do I leave? Because suddenly this has a lot of the color of this. We're here in this clinic to allow sensuality. So to experience the and, let's begin. Carlos?
Watch his face.
Take a deep breath as we expand now into the first layer of multiple. And sense that other dimension that comes in. Another layer, another level. And now, what happens when we add one more? When we go from singular to 2 to 3 to 4, what happens when we really open into the and? The wings of your dreams, the wings of your Atlantean dream will carry you into enlightenment. And what I'd like to do now with the beautiful music of Soy is really allow that. Our next sense is the sense of truth. Truth is a sense. It is a way of perceiving things. And there is no one truth. Everything you have experienced is true. And there is so much more. Take a deep breath into the sense of truth. Adamus had asked everybody to stay absolutely still. No dancing, no movement.
Nothing, just quiet.
To really feel it. There's a sense of, I call it joy. Joy doesn't have to be put to a lot of words because then it becomes mental and it's no longer joyful. It's a mental concept. Don't start thinking too much about it right now, but understand that joy is truly the great healer and rebalancer of energies and old wounds. Let's continue on with another song from Soy. Soy and joy. So I'm going to go to the sense of unity. It's the ability to take energy particles, individual particles, and composite them. In this portion, see all of them, but also see how each is separate. See and feel the harmony in it, but also how each one is unique and different. You're also like soy. You are many, many facets. Allow yourself also to sense the aspects as separate parts, but then taking a breath and bringing it into unity, into integration. And in this song, I'm going to ask you to do a Kathumi kind of thing. I'm going to ask you to let the music talk to you. Now, they may be singing, they may be using words or not, doesn't matter, but let every guitar string talk to you. Let their body movements talk to you. Let the air around talk to you. And then listen with your heart. Not just your ears, but your heart. Hello, music. The music says, hello, human. Next, I'm going to ask Soy to do me a bit of a favor, to play a song for my friends. So this next song is from me to you via Soy, to go out walking around like I do, walking around to my friends. This is dedicated to you. Sensuality, life as an embodied master. It doesn't have to be gray, doesn't have to be flat and meaningless. It can be like soy, like I am so full of joy. Quite a beautiful event, and really the amazing part was Shambra actually sat still
They actually
throughout
did what
the
they were
whole
told.
thing. Yeah.
They actually cooperated.
And Adamus was very clear. He said, none of this in the chairs and none of the, he said, just absorb the sensuality and really feel it. And they did. It was amazing. I could barely keep
Actually,
my feet.
it kind of freaked out the band because they were like, they're used to playing in a bar and everybody, and everybody's sitting really still and they're like, oh crap, they don't speak,
It's like being
German
in
or
a
English.
Japanese audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
And
no reaction.
yeah, and
Yeah, we've had that.
but then it was so. Of course, then at the end, once Adamus was done and the music was done, then they got standing ovations after every song. But they had to be like, "This is so nuts."
Yeah. Anyway, moving along because we got more to cover.
And the end of the day, it was a 45-minute incredible session with Soy and everybody dancing
Oh,
like
yeah, just wide
maniacs
open
and
dancing.
fun as hell.
Wide open.
Wide
yeah.
open.
Anyway, it's now available as a sensuality.
It's close.
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 Sensuality Clinic is a cloud class online. Price is $50 through
It's a
the
hell
end
of a
of
deal.
August, and it goes up to something higher.
It's a heck of a
Oh
deal.
my gosh, just the combination of the insights from Adamus and then the music, which that was the wings.
Yeah.
That really carried it, and it was just, we've never tried anything like that before, but it was so beautiful. I'm glad I was at ease with it. Then on the Saturday night of the event, it's just kind of the recap. On the Saturday night, it's also in Spanish. So if any of our Spanish speakers are listening, if Villy is doing the translating back there, if any of the Spanish speakers are listening, it is now in Spanish, including the guitar playing. It's amazing.
Okay, next.
So next, on Saturday night of the event, we had something called the Royal Shambra Theatre Company with a bunch of Shambra from different countries who got together to
Collaborated.
entertain and to amuse Shambra. I think, I heard it, like 180 of the attendees showed up that night for the event. They had a blast. Kim and Iro, I know you were, would you stand up for a
There's
moment?
several people
You
here.
were in the theater, you did
Several
the
Shambra
planning and
theater
the
people. There's
fun
a
on it
couple
and
more.
everything. And Ira, you got recruited at the last moment. You're not really kind of a stage kind of person, but you did an amazing job. So we do have a clip of that, of the Royal Shambra Theatre. It's going to be out on Facebook or something in the next couple of weeks, but we wanted to show the clip now.
We'll keep you
The entire production will
updated
be
on
out.
Facebook.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's time now. Your human parents are waiting and the tube is prepared. Kosumi.
It is my privilege to tell you that it is not going to be easy down there. There is no guarantee that you get to your realization, and it is definitely not sure what humanity will choose for themselves.
Oh, yes, that's why I'm going there. I want to be the change. I want to inspire consciousness. I want to be a pioneer, a pirate. The tube is waiting.
On the other hand, sitting comfortably here in the master's clubs is quite satisfying also. Well,
The
remind
tube
me
is
what you
waiting.
achieved in the-
Push!
Wait!
Florence, you have to be an honorable assistant for your client. You can't mess with their freedom of choice. Love potion, come on. Have some trust in their wisdom.
But Serafina, they are humans. I trust in their wisdom, but I don't trust they trust in their wisdom.
I hope I'm not the only one here wearing a costume. Why did I choose to wear this? Oh, right, the dream. I hope it will be a life-changing event, like they advertise. Speaking of life-changing events, I wonder if I will meet someone special here. Oh, yes, actually, I consciously choose to receive love.
Well, this is it. My first live event. After taking all those classes, I'm finally among my Shambra family. So that's what it looks like. And how am I supposed to know who has taken SES and who hasn't?
Tell me, Master K, what do you do when you're not manifesting beautiful women into your reality?
It is my perspective also that beauty is there to be appreciated. So yes, I do surround myself with beauty. But in the end, women, money, success, it is all a natural consequence of mastery.
You never fall in love?
Oh, love. What is love? As I said, loving myself is my priority.
So you just like playing with women? What the hell was I thinking? What was I feeling? Oh, okay, let's just take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh, shit. I think I need some help. Kutumi?
An excellent shoulder coming up. Ouch. Is that a broken heart out of sync, I hear? Third time this year. You really ought to get yourself a hobby, Elizabeth.
Yes, a strong, silent shoulder is what I need. And none of those silly jokes. I'm not in the mood for anything funny right now.
Okay, I'll shut up.
I wish I could actually hear Kutumi.
You just told me to shut up.
I'm sure he's around here somewhere. Oh.
Oh, let me at least dry those tears for you.
Oh, stupid fly. Go away. I just don't get it why I always fall for such jerks. I mean, there must be conscious men out there who would treat me like I deserve to be treated.
Oh, yes, there are, and some of them are even alive.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So anyway, the production, the Royal Chamber Theatre, To Be or Not to Be Human, is going to be available in the next couple of weeks. We'll let you know on Facebook or however else, let you know how and when it's going to be available. So great job. Wonderful. Okay, we're going to really rush through the upcoming
Jeff.
events because Jeff is taking a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, we have, and a lot of these are sold out. Channeling workshop coming up next weekend, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We just had one space come open. Somebody ascended, so now we can actually open up a space. So if you're interested, one space open. We love doing the channeling
Michelle,
workshop.
is that still true? Is there just, there is one?
Still
okay.
one open. Okay. Then July 28th through the 30th, it's the Simple Master. We did the first Simple Master in Norway. Linda, what did you think?
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so, it's Adamus at his best, speaking and he just sets an environment that the authenticity of the audience was incredible. Everybody has very, very personal responses and reactions to this material. It's really, really supportive of where we're at, beyond words.
I'll put it this way. It's kind of the next step or the next evolution of the Crimson Circle workshops.
It's incredible.
We had no idea what to expect. In Norway, we had a great host, a great group there, but it was just over the top. I mean,
Norwegians behave pretty well too.
yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
Okay, after that, we're doing Dreamwalker Death Transitions for the first time online.
First time.
From the studio or not from the studio? Just online or on the studio?
Just online.
Just online.
And it's an update. So it will be Dreamwalker Death, which was done quite some years ago. And Adamus has more to add to it, additional information, which makes sense because so much changed after 2009 before this was done. A lot has changed. That means that there are more potentials. The original material is beautiful and spectacular, but there's clearly also going to be some updates in it.
Yeah, and you do learn how to do a dream walk for
Stunning.
those who are crossing over or already recently crossed over. It's one of the most profound experiences in my life. I've done 2 of them.
Well, historically, you know, most of us heard about death through some sort of religious faction. And basically, in most cases, they scare the hell out of you. And I really liked that Adamus gives you a real picture of the potentials and the dimensions of it. And it's really, really was so comforting to me. And I also found from experiencing that material that we have a lot of people in our lives that pass. And I'm not even talking about the ones that need to be dream walked, the people the survivors. And it gave me such a more comfortable space to talk to people about about the journey of their lost loved one.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to
Me too.
updates from Adamus.
Okay,
I
moving
think
on.
this could be great. Okay, then coming, I think the week after that, a very special event in the Crimson Circle studio right here on Saturday, August 19th. We're going to have this in the store within about a week if you want to come in person. Otherwise, it'll be online. And let me give you a little background. So
Succinct.
Adamus has a way of talking about things, and he talks about certain things. People often say, well, how come Jim Self says it different, or Steve Rother is different? Steve Rother is now saying that his group is saying the world's going to end in 50 years. How come Adamus hasn't said that? So we got to talking with each other, Steve and Jim and myself, and said, tell you what, let's just come together here at the Crimson Circle studio.
Punch it out.
The three of us on stage with gloves on and pies in the face. We're all going to talk about the different perspectives, but the one thing that's common with each one of us is our entities are talking about massive changes on the planet. Adamus has... I don't
No,
know.
let's not go
I no, you have a chance. You show up for the event
come
and
check
ask
it out.
questions.
It's free.
Linda's going to moderate it, ask questions of each of us, and then we're going to open it up to the audience. So you get to see that it's actually just three different perspectives depending on the groups we're working with.
And it's free.
No, it's not. It is. It's free online. If you show up here at the studio and you want some food and you want a seat and you want to meet everybody, it's $33.
But it's free online.
Online, it's free. Yeah. It's free. It says it right there. Live online, after event. Yeah, free. So we're going to be
What
a
was
day,
that?
and there'll be about an hour at the end of the day just to meet Steve and Jim, talk to them, and we'll have plenty of time for questions. And okay, moving to the next event, August 19th. Registration will open up soon. Don't show up here in September for the shout because we're going to be in Transylvania. We're doing the
There is no shout.
Magic of Merlin 3, and this is our third year in a row. Great hosts over there.
Sold out. Move on.
Let's move on. Okay. Then Austria for the Threshold. Okay, sold out.
Yeah, move on.
This doesn't move fast enough.
Oh, baby,
My
I'm so
slides
sorry.
are
I'm
timed,
sorry.
and it's got to do all the
It doesn't move fast like I do for
does
you.
all little tricks. Then on to Italy for the Simple Master. We have, I think, 8 seats open for that still. Beautiful Tuscany in September. It's wine harvest time. It's wine drinking time.
It's going to be a fabulous event, and the shopping is worth every nickel.
Yeah. We're actually going to have the leather jacket guy manufacturer come over and talk to us about sensual leather jackets. Then the Threshold
Oh, and
reunion.
purses and shoes and
Threshold
bags.
reunion,
Ooh.
it's sold out, so we're going to move on.
move on.
Okay, if you want to go to something that isn't sold out, come to Australia for the Simple Master in Adelaide. Beautiful area. Just happens to be kind of a wine-producing area.
Also,
I
yeah.
don't know how
And it's
that-
like, it's right on the ocean. And if you haven't experienced Australian sense of humor, you really got to check it
We have a
out.
great host there at Rebecca Zoo.
Rebecca's awesome.
Oh, okay. Now it's time for the Chambre News. Boy, we had to really rush through that. But we did good.
You skipped
Wow.
something, didn't you?
No, I didn't skip anything. No.
Okay.
No, Virgo. Didn't skip anything. All the news that's fit to absorb by Chambra. We keep it light.
Yeah, that looked light.
Yeah, that's just to get their attention. Okay. As always, the award-winning Chambra magazine just came out earlier this week. And great articles, all the information about what's going on, new products, new workshops, great editorials. We have some really good editorials this
Updates
month.
for all the different things that have been translated.
Yeah. Okay. See now how fast I'm going?
You're good.
Just as a reminder for everybody who signed up for Keyhawk 7, can you believe it's our 7th year? Tomorrow is our opening session. We had to do it on a Sunday. It's the only time we've ever done that. But tomorrow at 11 o'clock Denver time is our opening session, and then you got 1 year with Adamus.
Meeting with him constantly.
Yeah. Constantly. So we have a really good group this year for
Yes, we do.
Keyhawk
It's
7.
exciting
Okay, I'm
and
moving.
sweet.
Pronest update. Wow. We actually filmed it
Last week?
last week. or the week before. We actually filmed it. It's going to be coming by July 20th to the Cloud class.
It's in production.
Yeah, we have to do the post-production work on it. No, I got to talk about this. It continues in the trend of Adamus using pronost to really get into some provocative information. And
Why the provocation? Just to be irritating, or
no,
to
he's just talking about what's coming on the planet. And he's continuing his talk, but with a lot more interesting, a lot
Yes.
more information.
He is.
So Pronost, the 2017 update coming about July 20th.
These get better every time. They
We'll
freak
let you
me
know.
out.
Oh, yeah. That one knocked me out of my butt. And again, all as a reminder, the wound of Adam, it's not just about Adam, it's about the feminine, the masculine. One of the most amazing
Balancing the energies.
things that we've done. I just
learned so
really
much
love it.
from that.
Okay, look at that. We've got 60 seconds to go
Whoa, you're ahead of time.
to thank the angels, the advanced studies teachers, the World Wide Web hosts, the translators, and of course, Shambra. Everywhere. Wow, we did it. We got through all this. And the films and everything else. And wow.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to take a coffee break. We'll be back here on stage at 2:30 Denver time. For those of you watching in online,
Mountain Daylight Time.
time to use the toilet, time to get some fresh air. We'll
Take
see
care of you.
back here at the studio in 30 minutes.
Thank
All
you,
right,
everyone.
thank you so much.
Thank you.